We are back here now for the final 3 laps and the conclusion to the Rei Sportscar Championship Season 8. And we have 3 laps of very exciting racing underway, because look at this pace that Scaniflick has as he closes in on Brothers V. Very, very consistent last 3 laps, 2:14.8, 2:14.8 and 2:14.8, but Brothers V been struggling on those medium tyres, and Scaniflick strategy is working out really, really well. What this also shows is that Yes Mate was also on for a blinder at the start of this race, as he was ahead of Scaniflick and on a very similar strategy. He could have been there fighting with Ross potentially. Currently Ross is leading there by 4 seconds, which has been fairly stable in this second half of this race. Further back we have Average Tom, Yes Mate GT, and then it is Happy Hippie there with a second penalty. And Lizelle now fighting for the Division 2 race win with Cyberstrike. Now of course Cyberstrike has slightly worse tyres, but his pace has been incredibly good. And then you've got Lewis fighting with the Division 1 driver Hirokram. But Hirokram has far worse tyres, and he has 6% of weight ballast and 3% of power ballast. It's going to be one hell of a move if he pulls off into turn 1. He brakes far later than Lewis, and Lewis, oh my goodness. Oh, what a move by Lewis to retake it on the inside at the exit of turn 2. Excellent racing here between the two, and let's go on board. My other car is rocket powered. Well, if it was, it would be leading this race. And Hirokram actually did a pretty good line through Division 1, through turn 1, but just lost out a little bit through the second part. Meanwhile, Lewis drove that corner to perfection on the exit. And yes, Scaniflick, as we go back to him, you can see he's almost in the same shot as Brothers V. As Brothers V runs wide, he's on that curb, and look how much closer Scaniflick is yet again. It's another consistent lap time previously, a 2:14.9. Brothers V lap times are actually fairly consistent since he's got on those medium tyres, but just those medium tyres are just absolutely trash, it seems. Ross isn't doing much better. Oh my goodness, it's just 2 laps to go, and Scaniflick in just the power of half a straight is going around the outside. They're side by side again, and Brothers V has lost the position, and Scaniflick's into second, but no, Scaniflick's got a terrible exit of that corner. What's happened there? On board with him, so he's actually managed to go right around the outside there of the fellow Brit. Oh, he's just gone into 3rd gear far too early. That's all it was just a poor acceleration from Scanny. He also has traction control on, which did probably affect him a little bit. Brothers V now defending as they approach turn 1. Scaniflick to the outside. And with just 2 laps to go, Brothers V is fighting here to actually be runner-up in the championship. Now Scaniflick probably doesn't realise this. I'm not sure if Brothers V's even done the maths for this. Quick look further back, and Yes Mate in 4th ahead of Average Tom. And then in Division 2 it is still Lizelle leading from Cyberstrike. So we've got a great battle here in Division 2 heating up. Lewis has actually now dropped a little bit due to his pit stop, and he's on those fresh soft tyres. But back towards this battle here with Brothers V and Scanny almost side by side as they go through Degnum 1. And you can see just the amount more grip that Scaniflick has there on those soft tyres. Brothers V having to defend, he chooses to do so, as Scaniflick will get the much better exit out of the turn, and with slightly more power in his car, surely he's got a chance into Spoon 1. These are just the final laps for these cars this season. After this we've got a multi-class endurance race with LMP1 cars and GT3 cars, but this is side-by-side racing in touring cars, and Scaniflick, and there's a whisker in it, and you know what, I don't think there was even contact made. Was there contact made here? No, you cannot get much closer as that, and so that's a great move by Scaniflick, but great racing from Brothers V, who will get a slight bit of slipstream as they go back up the hill towards 130R. And Scaniflick's pulled ahead. Brothers V goes into the slipstream. Ross is now even further ahead, a solid 6 seconds as they go into 130R. To the outside, Bredesby goes. There is contact this time, but Bredesby trying to hold on. No, Scaniflick has it. Scaniflick had it. Bredesby gets the better exit though. On the inside he can go. No, he can't. Scaniflick, is he going to defend as they go into turn 1 here for the last lap of Season 8? Ross has just crossed the line. Scaniflick is defending straight away. Oh, you cannot defend much more than that. Bredesby going around the outside. Oh my goodness, he's pulled it off. No, he hasn't, because that camber, I don't think it's going to help him enough, or has he? No, it was such a good effort. But Scaniflick managed to hold on there on the better soft compound. And you know what, I think he might have finally pulled ahead here for the remaining 2 minutes of this feature race. Ross 21 is going to win the race here for the Division 2 feature. Been a great season by him. Some very good races, including at Dragon Trail Gardens. Scaniflick, it's a really good second half. He actually got a pole position at Booming Bay, and then this performance here on the podium. Currently beating out Brothers V. Definitely one that he'll be very pleased about. Just a quick look further back, Yes Mate in 4th, a very good performance. Shame about a spin earlier on at turn 1 and turn 2. Then it is Average Tom, good performance by him. Happy P in 6th, dropped down a bit these last couple of laps with a few mistakes. And then it's Hirokram 7th in his class, got a bit of a time penalty, but he can get rid of that. And Cyberstrike's taking the lead in Division 2. When's this come about? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so controversial. And we have our Division 2 rivals here in the Suzuka race colliding. And in all of that, Cyberstrike taking the lead. Let's have a quick look on... Oh, that is completely not the fault of Lizelle and completely the fault of Cyberstrike. And Lizelle there losing the lead with an incident he could not avoid. Cyberstrike taking the lead there pretty much by taking him out. It wasn't on purpose, but he has chosen to keep that position. We'll see what Lizelle says after the race about that. We've then got Charlie Fraser last in Division 1. And I think he may have recently pitted back onto those soft tyres. Lewis dropping down, could have been a race win or some X-ray. He's had an absolute disaster near the end of this race, but it's still an overall good performance as he does beat out to Heelbro, it seems. But let's go back up front. So with just a minute to go, it is Ross 21 leading. Scaniflick is now starting to pull away from Brents V after that overtake at the end of lap 16 and the start of lap 17 as they went side by side with some superb racing and very, very clean action from the pair. And then Division 2 is going to be Cyberstrikes in incredibly controversial circumstances. If that was Division 1, there would be so much discussion about it. But that's going to be 60 points for Cyberstrike unless there's any post-race time penalties. As Lizelle, though, is not too far back. He's just 3 seconds back, and you can see pretty much in the same shot. But just coming towards the end of the race, and he's going to pick up the second place trophy in Season 8, is going to be Ross 21. Great way to end the season. Had an unfortunate time of it in the sprint race. Picks up 40 points in the feature. Well done to Ross. Scaniflick picks up 32 with one of the performances of the season. Bradley comes home in 3rd, and he will be 3rd in the championship overall. Yesme in 4th place in Division 1. Hopefully we'll see him again here, maybe for Season 9 or some post-season special events. Average Tom, great impact he's made here in Division 1 today. Happy Hippie returned for the final couple of rounds, really been showing his worth with some good qualifying performances and some good pace in the sprint races. 7th is the debutant here, Hirokram, who, well, he has had some good pace, as you can see from a personal best of a 14.3, but too inconsistent in that mid portion. And then it is going to be Cyberstrike taking home the Division 2 win, so that's only 40 points, not 60 points as I said earlier. However, in total, because it's a double header win he's got, it is 60 points. Lizelle coming across the line in 2nd, how much he would have liked to win. Maybe the results will be changing. Lewis coming home in 3rd in class. Charlie in 8th in Division 1. Then it is Awesome, X-Ray and Tahilbro, and of course we have the retirements of Toxic Bacon and My Own Parasite. We hope you've enjoyed this race, we hope you've enjoyed this entire season, we hope you enjoyed the Rei Sportscar Championship and this commentary. We will see you in the future for more Rei Sportscar action to come. Bye bye.